Born in South Africa and now based in Melbourne, Ruby Gill loves touring regional, and we were happy to have her here. She played a sold-out show at the Old Stone Hall, and then we caught up with her the next day for a bit of a recording session. Quick chat about a recording process and all things parking in the country. So take it away, a morning after session with Ruby Gill.
Are you good? Yeah, I'm good. Cool.
I've got one request, it's simple. Please don't let the people in. I am nursing an intolerance for social interaction, and I'm looking for the answers in the shaking of my thumbs, in the changing of the seasons, in the things I haven't done. We're gonna need a bigger blanket, everybody's getting cold, and I can't seem to find the solution, and the narrative is old. I don't wanna disappoint you. Am I singing out of key? Have I done enough impressing since this same time last week? Your enjoyment is important, your employment even more so. So get up and wash the dishes, put your face on, hit the road. We're gonna need a bigger blanket, everybody's getting cold, and I can't seem to find the solution, and the narrative is old. I don't wanna disappoint you. Am I singing out of key? Have I done enough impressing since this same time last week? We're gonna need a bigger blanket, everybody's getting cold, and I can't seem to find the solution, and the narrative is old. I forgot to be profound today, and now I'm scared you'll see. I think maybe you think too much of me. I forgot to be profound today, and now I'm scared you'll see. Well, I think maybe you think too much of me. I was talking at length about the absolute strength that it must take a fish to evolve. In the Emmagen Creek, stripped down to our knees, you reached on over to solve some ache inside me. It felt like lightning. Now when I meet a bird, well, it's frankly absurd, but you're all I can see. You mean the whole world to me. It was late afternoon, we were sat on a sand dune. You were thinking out loud, said you'd never felt skin like the one that I'm in. And I caught my heart in my mouth, trying to surface, singing I don't deserve this. Oh, like a fish out the ocean, I still get hate this notion that I don't belong here at all. But I'm stuck in your orbit, or whatever you call it, just doing my best not to fall right off the surface. I know this can't last forever. Just look at the weather. The aerosol's taking its toll. So if something tectonic or some fucking pandemic loosens our grip on it all, I hope you heard this. You made it worth it. Now I know we've evolved and that planets revolve, and there's plenty of fish in the sea. But when I do my taxes or watch the earth spin on its axis, you're all I can see. You mean the whole world to me. Da 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 da. I've been leaving my life up to other people again. I've been putting my fate in someone else's hands. I've been making no decisions in my own defense. I didn't know how. This is what I always do, and it always ends. I get tired of molding myself around someone else's plans. It's a fine line between what I knew then and what I know now. I am gonna take my time, move a little closer to the only line that I have ever drawn with my only mind. It's all that I can control. When I gave up on saying anything, I could not have told you what my favorite color is. Always babysitting other people's arguments instead of my own. Oh, and I am gonna take my time, move a little closer to the only line that I have ever drawn with my only mind. It's all that I can control. I am gonna take my time, move a little closer to the only line that I have ever drawn with my only mind. Regain some kind of control. I've been leaving my life up to other people again. I've been putting my fate in someone else's hands. It's a fine line between what I knew then and what I know now.
Thanks, Ruby. That was amazing. How did you find it playing here last night at the Hall?
It was such a beautiful show. It felt so comfortable and intimate. I was saying to someone, I felt like I was getting sillier and sillier by the second, because I just felt like I was at home playing to some friends. I didn't actually know anyone in the room, but it just felt so welcoming and gentle. And yeah, we just had so much fun because of that.
Yep. Oh, you can hear that too. And I just even in the recording process there, just felt free and loose and...
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we mucked up so many times as well. There was a point last night where I couldn't tune my guitar, and Sal Kimber, who, had to get up on stage and tune it for me, and it probably took out 2 songs of the set in chat, but it just felt like fun and relaxed. It was awesome.
Yeah, unreal. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
And obviously you're from Melbourne now, based. Coming up here, is it a different experience arriving at a gig? Say you're at, I don't know, the Tote or something like that. You rock up, you can find some parking, all that kind of thing.
There's a lot of parking in Beechworth.
There is a lot of parking. That's the main thing I was asking about. Actually, I said to my partner, should I ask this question? She's like, no. But I want to know about the parking.
I'm really glad you asked that question.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Because I just wonder whether the mentality of turning up somewhere is it different after being a drive for 3 hours. You turn up and suddenly you're... what's the mentality like different?
Yeah, it is totally different. When you drive, you get to change a little bit on the road. You get to relax out of the stressful day you had or whatever, and you're not you're in a beautiful environment. And that definitely impacts how I was feeling. And it's partly why I love playing regional shows as well, because I just feel so much more myself. These are the environments, I grew up in. Yeah,
and one thing I noticed listening to the music there, just the benefit of having a quiet space. Is that easy to find in Melbourne, or is it?
I think I've been quite lucky in terms of my shows. It's expected that you would shut up or something. Like I play a lot of beautiful quiet shows, but this was pin drop silent last night. We heard a baby blow a raspberry. That's how quiet it was.
Sorry about that.
No, I loved it. It was perfect timing.
So, and also, Rue, what's up next for you guys? Anything happening?
Yeah, so we've been recording an album over the last few years. It's a accumulation of all songs I wrote sort of over lockdown, and it's been really special to bring them to life. So it's going to be really beautiful to take those songs on the road and tour them over the next year, which will be special. Hopefully come back to Beechworth.
I think that's it has to happen.
Yeah, cool.
It's a done thing. And with recording, once again, speaking about space and volume, do you find it's about finding the right sort of location for the sound, or do you just go to a sort of traditional studio? Or
we recorded this new album in my friend's house in Heidelberg. It's all like really wooden and carpety and feels like home. So that's where I feel most comfortable. Anything too clinical and I'm just like, oh, get me out of here.
It's over. And you can really pick that up, and with the performance then it was like, feel like having the space and
absolutely this is such a beautiful room to get to sing in. The reverb and acoustics are so special. If you put me in that, I'd live in there, I'd just sing there all night.
We'll have a chat, make some calls.
Okay, cool, thanks.
No, it's fantastic. Thanks a lot, Ruby.
Thanks so much for having me, it was beautiful.
No, we really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more. Jesus Christ. I think this will be the easiest bit. The Morning After Sessions is produced by a bunch of local Beechworth legends. If you want to keep up to date with what we're doing, jump on Facebook and Instagram, Morning After Sessions, and make sure you hit that subscribe button on our channel here. Tune in.